Next on Worcester News tonight, history is made. Massachusetts becomes the first state on the East Coast to sell recreational marijuana. Plus, concern amid the excitement. Employees are cautioning their workers to know the rules before using. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Tonight we're hearing from local law enforcement in the wake of the state's first day of recreational marijuana sales. It's been 2 years since Massachusetts voted to make pot legal for recreational use. One police chief says this is unique territory for him and his fellow officers. Our Cam Jandro joins us now live with more. Cam?
Yeah, Anna, Dudley Police Chief Stephen Wayner says there are still numerous things he's concerned about when it comes to recreational marijuana being legal here in the state of Massachusetts. Now, Wayner initially opposed the ballot question which would legalize recreational marijuana, but he says that he just has to adapt now that it's become a reality.
Marijuana is on sale in Massachusetts, and while many lined up today to be the first to buy, not everyone will have a chance to try it. Police officers, for example.
We're not supposed to violate any laws, whether they be federal or state laws. So if it's a violation of a federal law, that's why it still pertains to police officers and, again, to companies that can regulate it.
Dudley Police Chief and President of the Massachusetts Chiefs of Police Association, Stephen Wayner, says he's been preparing for this day since the ballot initiative was passed 2 years ago. But the actual smoking of marijuana isn't his biggest concern.
With oils and concentrates and lollipops and gummy bears and soda and everything else that have a concentration of THC, people may eat more of it or consume more of it, and now all of a sudden have a larger quantity of THC in their systems.
This becomes a factor for users who get behind the wheel. Nonprofit Mothers Against Drunk Driving says they've put more of an emphasis on marijuana since it became legal in Massachusetts.
You're not seeing things as you should be, and it is dangerous. So I think it's just a matter of repeating that messaging for those that are not getting it.
The organization says one of their main concerns is the lack of options for testing a driver for marijuana during a traffic stop.
It's been a big worry for sure. Taking blood tests and things of that nature is not as cut and dry. So we're just encouraging law enforcement to play a large role.
Only 2 shops have actually started sales of retail marijuana, but more are coming. And before one starts in Dudley, Wayner is going to use Leicester as an educational tool.
We're looking very curious to see how this is going to get rolled out and go through, what impact it's going to have as far as black market sales versus legal sales, what impact it's going to have on kids and young people and exposure.
Now, Mothers Against Drunk Driving has teamed up with the app Uber to alert the users and drivers to use marijuana responsibly if they do choose to indulge. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. Cultivate in Leicester opened its doors this morning to crowds of customers. Our Chandler Walsh was there and has the story.
Leicester police say they weren't expecting this consistent stream of hopeful customers. They were anticipating about 1,000 vehicles would come through, but it surpassed that. The line is long outside Cultivate in Leicester. Hundreds happily waited hours in harsh weather to buy their own recreational marijuana on the first day it's sold in Massachusetts.
It's been a long fight, and I'm happy to see the day come. I guess it's worth the rain. We're New Englanders, so we don't really mind.
As a citizen here, I'm really excited to be exercising my rights. I went out and voted the other day, buying pot today.
Francis Edwards got to Cultivate before doors opened at 8 this morning, and after waiting more than an hour to park and again to get inside, he made his purchase.
As soon as you open the doors, the smell hits you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a little hectic. Of course, it's going to be hectic, you know, but I mean, it was awesome.
It's his first time at a dispensary, and he says he's been waiting years for this moment.
I bought an 1/8 of moonshine haze and a pre-rolled of some Seattle soda. I don't know. I've never heard it, so I'm ready to try it.
Leicester Police Chief James Hurley says the day went smoothly and without incidents. They were able to keep Route 9 open despite heavy traffic.
A lot of it is what I call marijuana tourism. It's people coming by just to see what's going on, but they're clogging up the roads a little bit.
40 customers were let inside at a time, each only allowed 1 ounce of marijuana. Cultivate controlled crowds, handing out tickets throughout the day. Some customers who didn't get one were turned away.
3-hour wait, you have to get some kind of ticket way down at the end of the line. It's not even near the store. So they said come back later tonight or tomorrow.
The line cut off at 2:30 to ensure everyone there made it inside before an 8 o'clock closing. For people turned away, like Jason Kent. He's still happy he was there for the occasion.
It's history in the making right now, so I would like to be part of it. It's great.
Now, Cultivate and Leicester Police will sit down tonight to discuss how to make tomorrow even smoother. They're expecting a similar rush, and police say anyone thinking of coming should plan ahead and make sure to go to parking lots first. In Leicester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
A similar scene in Northampton at New England Treatment Access, or NETA, earlier today. Customers lined up in the frigid temperatures. Northampton's Mayor David Narkowitz made the symbolic first purchase. A third marijuana retailer was also awarded a license in Plymouth. It's not clear when that store will open. Switching gears now, Worcester City Hall employees participated in the No Evil Project Tuesday. The organization behind the project uses art to help people challenge stereotypes and discover what they may have in common with others despite their differences. 3 photos were taken of participating employees posing as 3 wise monkeys: see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And they pick 3 words that describe themselves and then write a good deed to show they're not evil.
Showed that there is a wide variety of aspects to a person, but also that even if you don't have a lot of things in common, that those people are still doing good things. And so, but there might be something else that you can relate to.
In December, creator Troy Thompson has an exhibit opening at the Fitchburg Art Museum, which will be up for 2 months. The Thanksgiving travel rush is here. According to TSA, a record 30 million Americans are expected to travel by air this holiday. Our Brittany Schaefer caught up with travelers at the Worcester Regional Airport and has more.
Thousands are traveling out of the Worcester Regional Airport for the Thanksgiving holiday. The Massachusetts Port Authority says even with today's rain and snow, all flights were on time. Maddie Funk's Thanksgiving includes family and escaping the cold.
Actually starts out on the beach, which is very nice. We definitely do spend the morning on the beach, and then we go home and we cook, and it's with our whole family, and it's just really relaxed.
The junior at the College of the Holy Cross is heading home to Florida for the holiday. She has been using flights from the Worcester Regional Airport for years and says it's convenient.
This is a direct flight to Orlando, and the drive to Logan is definitely much it's harder. It's worse to go from here all the way over there because of traffic, but Worcester's super convenient, especially from school.
Tuesday marks one of the busiest travel days of the year. Massport Board Chairman Lou Evangelitis says the growth of the airlines and destinations this year has led to more passengers at Worcester's airport.
We've gone from about 100,000 passengers a year. Now we're going to move into probably like 200,000 passengers a year. We're going to be busier than ever. I've heard the bookings are really strong for Florida right now. A lot to be thankful for in Worcester County when it comes to Worcester Regional Airport.
Marvin Simpson is also flying to Orlando Tuesday. He says he's thankful for an on-time flight and being with family.
Flying to Vero Beach, Florida, to have Thanksgiving with my wife, kids, and my mother-in-law. You have to be thankful for the little things, family, friends, the common things throughout life.
Again, today is the busiest day of Thanksgiving travel. Evangelitis says Wednesday and Sunday returning will also be popular. At the Worcester Regional Airport, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
After the Thanksgiving turkey's done and the clock strikes midnight, the unofficial start to the holiday season starts with Black Friday. Malls like the Solomon Pond Mall are getting ready for crowds of shoppers. General Manager Chris Bastian says it takes days to get the mall decorated for the holidays. While it seems each year more and more people are utilizing online shopping, Bastian says it hasn't affected their crowds on Black Friday.
Friday is really a tradition. It's not just about coming to get your shopping done. It's going out with family and friends. It's maybe grabbing a movie, grabbing lunch, of course doing your holiday shopping. So it becomes a tradition.
The Solomon Pond Mall will open Friday at 12:01, but the stores will open at 12:30 and remain open until 9 p.m. that night. Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey is suing a Shrewsbury man. He's accused of illegally selling sick puppies out of his home. One woman who bought one of the dogs says she spent thousands of dollars to keep him alive. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
Savannah Pescolito and her bulldog Wellington are inseparable.
He's my best friend. He's my right-hand man.
Pescolito found Wellington online where Heath's English Bulldogs are advertised as the highest quality show dogs. She went to this Shrewsbury home to buy him and quickly noticed something wasn't right.
We walked into the office. He had my bulldog and then his other 7 brothers and sisters in one cage. There's poop all over the yard, and you could just tell that the living conditions for the dogs weren't good.
She paid $2,300 cash for Wellington. Soon after, the dog became sick, eventually diagnosed with a parasite and kidney stones. She took him to the vet where a life-saving surgery and medications cost her an additional $7,000. She also found out the paperwork she was given from Heath's wasn't real.
We found blood in his urine, and they were like, all right, you got to bring him in. He went in for ultrasounds, x-rays, and they found out that his whole bladder and kidney were full of stones.
She had a tough time getting in contact with owner Heath Morse, so she went to the Attorney General's office. They are now suing him for allegedly operating an unlicensed and unsanitary pet shop in his home. She also alleges many of the bulldogs he sold suffered from serious diseases or in some cases died.
I'm a fan of dogs and animals, and I hate to think any of them would die.
One neighbor who didn't want to show her face on camera says the allegations are surprising.
We all have dogs around here. You can't run things like that without the state having licenses.
We went to Morse's home, but no one came to the door. Pascalito says she's thankful something's being done so this doesn't happen to anyone else.
He's going to stop selling dogs. Dogs aren't going to be getting sick anymore. Dogs aren't going to be dying. Good is only going to come from this.